Hi, my name is Lawrence Green. This is Michael Levesque, Michael Carver, and Michael Hunter. Chris Schiffer couldn't make it today. This video is to give you a brief overview of our project, Team Fabulous. This was our semester project for CNT A212 Network Plus taught by Kathy Penna. The purpose of this project is to take what we've learned in networking class and design a network layout for an office building. In the past, teams have drawn out their designs on butcher paper and hung them in the halls of the J. Kurtula building. We decided to take a different route. Using a program called Packet Tracer designed by Cisco Systems, we designed, configured, and tested our network. By using Packet Tracer, we had the opportunity to see the results of our work in a real-time environment. We saw what was working and what wasn't. This project gave us an opportunity to see what it was like to construct a network in a real-world environment. We used what we learned in class to design the layout, give addresses to all the devices, and troubleshoot any issues that we came across. It was truly an enlightening experience. And now, here's Mike Levesque to explain how we designed our network.
Thank you, Lawrence. The basic idea of our network is that we wanted to keep it as true to life as we could. For this, we used documentation with designing our network, which allowed us to record our IP schemes, our configuration files for both the switches and the routers. And it allowed us to, not only that, but when one of us would work on it, we were able to share it with the others, and the other person was able to look at what had been documented and pick up right where the other person left off. And this was paramount to the success of the project, as it was not done in class. It was all done outside of class, so we were not able to work directly with each other. And for this, the documentation aided Michael Carver in doing his part, which was programming the protocols of the routers. So here's Michael Carver.
Thank you, Michael. So the first step in our network was to find out which networks we were going to use in our topology. And to do that, we used VLSM, which is variable length subnetting, to set up which networks had to go where to keep it relatively flat. And after that, we cabled the topology as true as we could to the drawing that we had made, and as you would see in a network environment in an office building. And after that, we implemented routing protocols on all the routers so that all the routers knew about each network in the building and was able to successfully talk between them. And following that, we went to the switches and set up security on them and remote management if something were to happen, like you would in an office environment. And then we IP addressed all the end devices so that they would be part of the network and they would be able to talk across it via the routing protocols. And we can run a test in simulation mode so we can show the network is successfully routing protocols. So from here, the PC had talked to the switch, and the switch forwarded it to the router, and that router knows where the network is, so it's passing it on the chain to the router it needs to go to. And then when it gets to the router that the network is directly connected to, it sends it to the switch, but the switch isn't sure where it's supposed to go, so it sends out a broadcast to find out, and the PC that has the IP address in the broadcast responds back, and the switch forwards that to the router, and the router sends it back on its path to the network that it belongs. And then there's the PC accepting the reply from the switch.
We hope this gives you an idea of the scope of our project. We thank you for your time and consideration, and we look forward to hearing from you.